Democrat lawmakers are ramping up attacks against Eastern European nations, this time accusing them of harboring neo-Nazi groups. One America's Kristian Rouz breaks down the claims.
Some of these global white nationalist, white supremacist, neo-Nazi organizations that we currently see today, the Azov Battalion in Ukraine.
After 3.5 years of the failed Russia witch hunt and an impeachment inquiry focusing on Ukraine, America's latest round of spy mania appears to take a new turn. In a House hearing Wednesday, FBI Director Christopher Wray faced questions about alleged foreign ties of so-called neo-Nazi groups from Democrat lawmakers. Wray claims the patriotic and nationalist movements may have extensive ties in Europe.
It varies, different parts of Eastern Europe. We have seen some connections between U.S.-based neo-Nazis and overseas analogs.
The hearing dedicated to domestic security threats also saw an attempt by Democrats to divert attention from Islamic terrorism to what they call white nationalism. Democrats focused on the Azov Battalion, a Ukrainian paramilitary that was among the first to fight an invasion by the Kremlin back in 2014. Azov is comprised of volunteers from Ukraine and across the world, and some say the only reason the Kremlin didn't take over entire Ukraine 5 years ago was because Azov stood in the way.
Nazism, in fact, we fight against Nazism. For us, Nazism and communism are two sides of the same coin. Those are both totalitarian ideologies which destroyed the Ukrainian nation.
Democrat allegations of Nazism against Eastern Europe sparked controversy in the wake of a resurgence of patriotic forces across the European continent. Over the past few years, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, the German Alternative for Germany and the UK's Brexit Party, along with many other movements in Austria, Italy and Ukraine, faced accusations of being Nazi, racist or Russian spies. Although all these political forces say they stand up to mass migration and international corruption.
I've read that actually I am at the centre of an international spider's web. I am the one person connecting Trump, Putin and Julian Assange. I may be guilty of drinking the odd Russian vodka.
Meanwhile, Democrat attempts to connect patriotic and nationalist movements to the Kremlin don't connect with reality. Dozens of Russian nationalists are currently imprisoned in Russia on politically motivated charges. And the Kremlin's position on the Azov Battalion and other European patriots is exactly the same as the Democrat Party's view of the matter.
And the coup in Ukraine, which was carried out mostly by neo-Nazi groups. Therefore, we of course observe with concern how these neo-Nazi tendencies in Europe continue to strengthen.
Members of Eastern European communities in the US say ongoing accusations of Kremlin ties and, more recently, neo-Nazism hardly help mutual trust and good relations going forward.
We do not like being demonized 3.5 years. So we are in all support of Trump because he is loving of everyone. He's been demonized, and I don't like what's been happening to him.
But they say the Democrat Party and Washington establishment appear to have found a perfect enemy, as racist attacks on Eastern Europeans largely remain unanswered due to old fears of the Cold War. While socialism is rapidly taking over US politics, many Russian, Ukrainian and Hungarian Americans say if you tolerate this,
Russian interference has got to go!
Then your children will be next. Kristian Rouz, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.